Hey, it's MJ, and today we're going to go through Paschimottanasana, also known as extended forward fold. It's also known as the Western stretch, meaning folding forward. Maybe because a lot of us need to fold forward because of all the stress that we go through in our lives. What happens in a forward fold is we tend to let the body extend, but also while the body is extending in that forward fold, we're also getting a little bit of production of dopamine and melatonin, and you're drawing in your senses. And when you're drawing your senses inward, you can turn off all the chitter chatter that's going on in your life. That's why they're very therapeutic. So we're gonna go through Paschimottanasana, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. And then from there, I'm gonna give you hints in the posture. Also, we'll do a couple of twists in the posture, which is called a Pravita Paschimottanasana, extended forward fold. So what we're gonna do is just bring your feet together, standing firm and strong into the earth. Push your legs into the ground. Draw your arms down. Lift your chin just over your sternum. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, just take your arms out and down. Inhale. Tongue at the roof of the mouth. Exhale, ha sound with the mouth closed. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, Samasthiti. So Uttanasana, very similar to Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, you're gonna pull your hips back and bring your heart forward. So just like the body naturally should do in a forward fold, as the heart goes forward and the hips go back. This may not happen as far as your extension in your forward fold. You can slightly bend your knees, or you can toe heel your feet apart if your lower back's like, no, I don't think so. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold back in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, out and down. Samasthiti. So you see I brought my feet apart. Inhale. Because I want my feet, exhale, and line my kneecaps and line all the way up in line with my femur heads. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. So we're going to do that full motion again. Ekam, inhale, lift. Urdhva exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana, inhale. And exhale, Samasthiti. Next one, we're gonna step back. Ekam, inhale, lift. Do a exhale, fold forward. Don't hyperextend your knees. Inhale, halfway. This time, as you exhale, step back right. Put your right knee onto the ground. So this is just a prep because we want to stretch through the line of the psoas. And you don't have to be a perfectionist with this posture right now. Just relax into the elbows, relax your heart forward. I might be a lot lower than you. Remember, we're all on different paths. There's no comparison. I always say, does this flower ever look at the other flower and say, I want to be like you? That does not happen. I don't know why we do it to each other. Exhale, fingertips down, step it back. We're going to take a simple lowering down onto the ground. As you lower down, you're going to pinch your elbows in close. Make sure that your shoulders are in front of your fingertips. Put your feet into the ground, lift your knees, and then lift your heart. So baby cobra. And then from here, let's open the upper thoracic even more. So take the fingertips, pressing up, and then lift the heart, arc up. Exhale, your upper back might have released. Mine did. Inhale, exhale. Pull the shoulders back and lift, undulating the spine. Exhale, release down. All right, inhale, tuck your toes under, pull up onto all fours. Inhale, exhale. From here, what you're gonna do is step up right leg. Let the back foot be long. Take the fingertips just above the knee, and then start to pay attention. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Again, you can tuck the toes under the back foot. The only reason for doing that is to kind of see where the hips are in space. So it's like the proprioceptors for the hip flexors. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hands down. Step it back. As you inhale, exhale, lower all the way down. We're gonna do the same thing. Roll the shoulders back. Baby cobra, press down through the mounds of the feet. And then spring the fingertips up. And then slowly arc back. Exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, deliciousness. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Inhale, press up, down, and back into an extended child's pose. So again, if the psoas is tight, sometimes the sit bones are not gonna get anywhere near the heels at all, and that's perfectly okay. As you exhale, cross your ankles or take your feet to the side. So this is a mixed leveled class, meaning you can shake it up a little bit. Those of you who have really tight psoas, meaning like right here is very, very tight. You can take a blanket or even roll your mat. And what this will do is that you just put it on the edge of your sit bones. It will help support to bring you into the forward fold deeper. So you may or may not need that. Sometimes it feels nice, especially if you've had any sciatic nerve pain, or if you're still practicing and say you did something like pulled a hamstring, or your lower back is so tight because you sit at a desk all day. This gives you support in the posture. Another thing as well is like blocks here, because a lot of people do not realize that when they go here, they start to curl their spine, but we don't want to do that. We want to open up the back, just like that mini back bend we lift up through Bhajangasana into a modified upward facing dog. So you're gonna lift up here, suck the belly in really tight. So go ahead and be like Santa, go, and then go. So it's hollowing out, inhale, exhale. So you might have to reassociate your legs. You'll notice like I need to pull them back, and so these femur heads are lining up again. Inhale, exhale. Now, from here, inhale, lift your arms up. I'm still sucking in the belly tight. Lift your sternum up. Now pull your heart forward. Now we can even bend the knees to come down to see that the extension of a forward fold is about the upper body, not so much about the lower body. This all comes into play in a forward fold like Uttanasana, but Paschimottanasana is a little bit different. So it depends on how low you go, but you're gonna take 2 fingertips like a peace sign and hook through, 1, 2. As you take a deep inhale, straighten the spine, exhale, come down. So you can even use the blocks to help support your elbows. You may not even be this far, but what matters is that you're not compressing your ribs. And what I mean by that is we don't want to close this off. If we're closing this off, the posture is completely gone, especially if you've done a lot of deep flexion of your spine, lots of deep back bends. You want to take advantage of a forward fold before you go into an inversion, because you can really mess up your back. So promise me, if you take a class somewhere, that you don't do a whole bunch of back bends and then expect yourself to do a shoulder stand, because you will snap your back. It is not safe. So from here, here's A buddy. And then as you exhale, if you want to go deeper, it's here. Now you'll start to feel this activate down the side, buddy. Your gluteus minimus and medius on the side is gonna go, oh Lord, what is she doing to me? Take a deep inhale and exhale. Another reason why Westerners are really good at this posture eventually is because they're really used to grabbing a controller without moving their body. So like here, I need to get that. It's called laziness, so utilize it. And then from here, if you want to go deeper, so we went there, there's B, you can go here. Now if this seems just all crazy, you can keep going back to where you started from, because if there's no alignment, then your body is just in a tight little confinement, so that's not the point. Take a deep inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, fold forward more, and you'll start to feel the hamstrings talk. You'll start to feel everything lengthen. If you don't feel your upper body lengthen, then that's a problem. So you want to start to pay attention to your ribs and lift them up even more. Now, as you hold this posture to lengthen through the tissues, through the fascia, start to take the next version, which is the yin yoga version. So you begin to point the toes to elongate through the ligaments and drop the head down. Continue to breathe like Darth Vader, because the force is strong. You might even start to feel like where one hip is too far back in comparison to the other. And then as you exhale, go a little bit deeper. So the yin is the holding of the poses. So the question is, if your mind is busy, if you're looking all over the room, and if you're doing that, you're not within the posture. The goal of yoga is to let the seeker become the seer. So we really want to see what we're doing.
And you might be gawking at the video, look how far she's going right now, oh my gosh. That's not the point. Inhale, exhale, and then go even further. So hollow the space out. Again, you can always come back out, bend your knees. And then as you exhale, go deeper. Use your breath, not your mind. Unless you can move stuff with your eyes, that's really cool. We need to talk. Exhale, release out. As you slide out from here, you'll start to feel all this. You're like, what did we just do, lady? So in this next version, from here, I'm gonna move my blanket just a tiny bit. I feel myself getting longer. And then we're gonna take both of our hands and we're gonna cross them. Now, if you don't grab hold of your feet, you can cross here, all right? And if it's like, this next movement we're gonna do, lady, it's so not happening, I'm gonna show you in a second. So we walk out, you can take a deep inhale, lift the heart, exhale. Just start to feel your shoulders in space. And what I mean by that is you might have one hiked up. So drop the right shoulder down and the left shoulder down. And then as you inhale, what you're gonna do is open up the right shoulder and you're gonna peek through. So you'll feel this twist. And as you twist, begin to pull in the belly tighter. So as you twist, what's happening is you're actually massaging the line of your kidney band, believe it or not. So all of you that, you know, party too much might feel this. Also, it helps to regulate your menstrual cycle, which is nice. And it also helps to release the tension in the lower lumbar. As you inhale, exhale, you're gonna switch your hands out and take the left on top of the right. And then slowly from here, you're gonna take this here. Now, if this isn't happening at all, what you can do is you just slowly lift up the arm. Same thing. Sorry, I didn't tell you. Here, okay? Now I'm gonna take my left hand back on top and I'm gonna look underneath. And this always feels so funny to me because I have scoliosis and I can always open up one side better than the other. But through practice, it's gotten so much easier. And then exhale. Again, right side. Oh, that feels strange. Pulling all the way down towards the left hip socket. Make sure you're still pulling the pubic bone forward. And exhale, release. And one more time, lift. Make sure you shaved your armpits, those of you ladies out there. Maybe for some of you it doesn't matter, so that's okay. As long as you're not funking up the place. Exhale, release. Inhale, go ahead and open up your chest. Open up. So you're gonna feel your lower back. You're gonna feel all the stuff that you just did to your lower back. It's okay, don't panic. Okay, so move the blocks out of the way if you needed them or not. What I want you to do from here, and slow and steady, you're gonna cross your ankles, roll over onto all fours, come into your high plank position. And in your high plank position, pull your chest forward so you can feel your pectoral muscles, lower the knees down, and then slow and steady, pull the forearms forward, and you're gonna pull back into Anahata Asana, Shalasana puppy pose. Inhale, exhale, release. And then inhale, exhale, lift your heart into Sphinx. Inhale, exhale, pull back into your puppy pose, stretching through your shoulder girdle. Inhale, exhale, rock forward into your Sphinx. Exhale, push back. And this time, slide your arms back. Inhale, exhale, cross the legs. And as you cross the legs, pull yourself all the way down to the center of your mat. Move your microphone gear out of the way, because I know some of us are weirdos and we like to, you know, be kids in school that wear capes. So from here, you put your feet onto the ground. Take a deep inhale, fill your belly up. Exhale through your mouth, go. Pull the pelvic floor forward again. Inhale and exhale. And all I want you to do is remember the TV show like No Whammies? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your hands on top of your knees and you're gonna go like this. Just massaging my sacrum. Oh, that lady, she tried to hurt my lower back. What's wrong with her? So you're pushing down. 1, 2, no whammies. And then from here, slowly just circle. Just because I don't want you to send me a message and be like, great, you hurt my back. I love you. Exhale, release. Inhale, Baddha Konasana. Inhale.
I'm not breaking this posture down because that's not right now. Exhale, this is only for your back. Drop the chin into the chest. So it doesn't irritate my lower back, but just through experience, I've had people say to me like, I don't think so. That's why a lot of times if you have someone in your classroom, or if you have a relative or a friend that decides to practice with you, if you've been doing back bends or any type of twist on the ground, it's not so fun to have them go into a forward fold and lift back up because they could hurt their lower back. So if you do have lower back pain, I suggest that you be very careful taking this class. Exhale, release. Inhale, cross your ankles. Come back into your high plank position. Take a deep breath. Shift the weight forward. Exhale, knees down, all the way down. Remember this, fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, press back. As you exhale, pull back, find an Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Roll the arms away from your ears, pull the pelvis forward, head back towards the nose, focusing at the tip line or towards the toes. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step up right, step up left. Inhale, halfway. Hands can come onto the shins. Exhale, fold forward. You'll feel like this is easy right now. Maybe you can take your feet apart if you need to. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, Samasthiti. That's very short and simple. Do it a couple of times. Play with a flow maybe 3 times. And then on the third one, hold it twice as long. Like the first 2 sets, don't hold the forward fold as long. The last set, really get into it. Like a 10 count breath. And if you need any help, if you have any things that you want to say, leave a comment, like the video, find me on Facebook, subscribe. If you subscribe, that means that you actually can go back and you can watch me anytime, anywhere, and really get into your practice in order to be a better human being for this world. Namaste.